Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a first perspective on things. And I always see them, folks. We got a hilarious show for y'all today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today we're going to be making fun of my man Gilbert Arenas. I'm sure he'll probably get a laugh out of this. He probably will. I don't know. But I'll send it to him after we drop this episode so he can check it out himself. So Gilbert Arenas, man, found himself getting jumped all over the internet by Kobe Bryant fans to the point where he had this huge back and forth with Rashard McCants where they were arguing about who's a bigger Kobe fan. He was like, you want to argue? You want to talk about my Kobe fan, them or something like that. It was just funny, right? But it all kicked off when Gil went on ESPN First Take about a month ago with Jay Williams, Tracy McGrady, Stephen A. Smith. And the conversation came up and they were talking about sidekicks and all of that. And Gil started talking about, people were looking at Kobe as the Scottie Pippen and all that. And people were like, yo, what is going on here? T-Mac said what he said. And people like, Gil, nobody ever thought of Kobe Bryant as a Scottie Pippen. Nobody ever did. Like, nobody said that at any point in time, right? Kobe was being compared to Jordan. When he came into the NBA, they were like, is this going to be the next Michael Jordan? That all-star? Like, come on, we all know this, right? So for Gil to say that, it threw a lot of Kobe fans off. And NBA fans who may not be Kobe fans, but know what took place back then, they were like, this is insanity. What are you talking about, right? So it created this huge firestorm. So what happened? Yesterday, one of our viewers sent me a message on Instagram. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure y'all follow me on there. He goes, man, Gil flip-flopping again. I'm like, well, what did Gil flip-flop about this time? So he sends me a clip from Gil's, one of his channels. And it's kind of like they're like in a gaming room or something, it looks like, and everybody's talking. I think I heard Brandon Jennings in the background going off, I think over a game or something, I don't know. So they're going through these different subjects. So then they get to the section where they start talking about, Gil starts talking about Kobe and Shaq, right? And then Gil starts going into this thing of Kobe never needed Shaq. And it was looking like Shaq needed Kobe and all of this. And I'm like, well, this is not what you said on ESPN First Take. You had totally different messaging on First Take. First Take, you were talking about Kobe being compared to Scottie Pippen. I'm like, what's this change of heart here? Gil, we need to understand this. So this is the sound that we want to get into. Before we get into what Gil had to say, today's video is brought to you by sponsor Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is I want to play what Gil had to say on his show. It was actually hilarious. The reason it's hilarious is because you're thinking about what he said before, and then you listen to this clip here. It's just crazy. So take a listen to what Gil had to say here, and I want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that there.
Kobe's heroics came from when Shaq, what everyone questioned is, you got Shaq. Right? You're playing with Shaq, fam. Right? Who are you without him? What he showed us without him erases those years with Shaq. We don't even give a those years. Like, these 2 rings right here means way more than anything you did with him. We do. Like, you literally took control with a lesser version, meaning you, like, Shaq had you when you won 3.
You just had you.
You had Paul Gasol, meaning you was more, this is how we look at it, you was more powerful than when Shaq won his. Because we kind of say, then Kobe was like that. Yeah. And you won. Paul Gasol wasn't like Kobe to Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe to Shaq is not.
Yeah, Andrew Bynum was not a Shaq. Yeah.
Gasol to Kobe. So everybody looked like, you won.
Kevin George wasn't a Robert Horry.
Yeah, so we're looking at like, damn, you won with them two. Them 2 is way more. That's when number 24. That's why, have you really noticed with 24?
For sure. Yeah.
Have you not realized, like, when you see people with the tattoos in the it's the 24. Yeah. Me, I rock with the 8 and the 20. See, 8 is my childhood. Right? He was already 2 behind Jordan. 24. Now that, like,
as a man, you fucking
that is like that. Like, I seen what he did to the NBA. I seen what he did on the court. That's a different breed. The 2 best players I ever witnessed with my eyeballs
How's Tim Duncan stopping LeBron James?
Cole and Bron.
So you heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say. What are my thoughts on this? Bro, I already told you, man. Gil, I done told him this a million times. Like, bro, I know you don't be believing half of that stuff you be saying. I told him, I said, I know you be, before you go to bed at night, you sit back and, like, go through the comments and you be cracking up to yourself laughing at people. Because I know you don't believe. Like, when you said he reminds you, nobody said that. Nobody anywhere ever said that. Nobody said Kobe was being compared to Pippen. Nobody did. And the simple reason he was not being compared to Pippen is because he was a better player. There was nothing about Kobe Bryant that reminded anybody of Scottie Pippen. Nothing at all, right? And then he got into the part where what Kobe did after Shaq is one of the reasons it makes what Shaq did with him look irrelevant. I'm like, yeah. You see, the thing was, Shaq was the featured player in the offense because that's the way Phil wanted the offense to be ran. He said it, right? But it didn't mean that Kobe was, Shaq was averaging like 30 or 29. Kobe's averaging 28. That's not sidekick numbers. Sidekick numbers are what Pippen was averaging standing next to Michael Jordan. Those are sidekick numbers, right? And then we got a chance to see Kobe prove it on his own. Like, I don't look. And then he brought up another point, which was Shaq did it with Kobe. Kobe did it with Powell. And that spoke volumes because I think before Kobe and Powell were teammates, Powell had made maybe one or 2 all-star teams when he was playing with the Memphis Grizzlies. Nobody was considering Powell a top 10 guy. He was one of the best power forwards in the NBA, but a top 10 player, no. And when he got with Powell, you could see that Powell didn't have that mental toughness that other players had. Hence the reason they had issues in the first finals. But Kobe helped develop Powell and give him this nasty streak in him, a mean streak in him, which he needed. So Kobe did kind of what Jordan did with Pippen in a way. And I'm not saying that Scottie Pippen has said that, what Jordan had done for him and help his development. I'm not saying that. That's what Scottie Pippen said. So to now talking about he was being compared to Pippen sounded insane. It's like insanity, right? You're talking about one of the 3 best players ever being compared to Scottie Pippen. Nobody confused Scottie Pippen with being one of the 3 best players ever. And he said it there in the sound. Gilbert Arenas said, I've never seen anybody play basketball better with his own eyes than Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. Now, I've always said, I've never seen a basketball. I wasn't old enough to see Michael Jordan's prime. So I've never seen anybody play basketball better than Kobe Bryant. I've never seen it. I've watched them all, man. I've never seen it. I used to watch Kobe play and say, there's no way this guy can be this good. There's just no way this guy can be this good. It doesn't make sense that he is this good at basketball. It just doesn't make sense. He was perfect. Kobe was the closest you can come to in terms of perfection from a player. The guy is tied for the most all defensive selections in the history of the sport. So Kobe played defense, right? But then you look at his offensive repertoire, it's unheard of. I mean, Kobe was shooting left-handed. He was doing Kobe was bringing in moves every summer the NBA had never seen. Like the swing through. Nobody was doing that before. His footwork was impeccable. He hit a shot against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He had a defender on his right hand. I think it was KD or somebody. He bumped him with his right shoulder and leaned left and hit it. I was like, bro, come on, knock it off. Like, I have never seen anybody play basketball. I've just never seen it, right? I've never seen it. Now, if we're talking about overall, like, because I did have to go, because I remember when I was young, man, I was having an argument with my older cousin, Sharif. Shout out to him, man. And, you know, he was old enough to see Jordan. And I remember sending him a video on Facebook back then. I'm like, you know, this is why Kobe's better than. So I send him this video, and he don't even respond to me. I'm like, what kind of disrespectful thing is this? Yo, I just sent you something to Kobe. He didn't even respond. So I remember I was talking about it at my uncle's house then, and he goes, no. He's like, Kobe's really, 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 really good. He's like, Michael Jordan was better. It was only until I got older, and I now started to watch Jordan footage, bro. Come on. That dude is not a human being, man. That dude is not a human being, man. That dude is a meta human being. He's not normal, man. Like, you watch Jordan, like, this dude, he's not normal, man. Michael Jordan's not normal. He's not. I mean, you look at him play, and I'm like, okay, I've never seen a human being that played basketball move like this guy is. It's almost supernatural. His moves are just beyond comprehension. Like, it's just insane. And his creativity and artistry mixed with brute force and physics, it's on another level, man. It's just on another, like, Kobe he's really, really good, and then there's just this notch, this little difference, and that difference is Jordan. Like, he's unbelievable. But even Gil is saying 3 best players he ever saw in order: Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. So then how could Kobe be compared to Scottie Pippen, right? So Gil, you got some explaining to do. I ain't say it. The streets is talk. They said, you said it. You got some explaining to do, my friend. I'm gonna be interested to hear from you. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. We catch you on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.